Today I will be covering the topic on simultaneous equations. Basically, there are two types of simultaneous equations. The first type would be linear. This would be a pair of linear type of equations where each term only contains one x and one y. There's no x squared term or xy terms. So this type of equations can be solved by elimination or substitution method. Let's look at the elimination method first. Our aim here is to cancel off either the x or the y term. Okay, looking at the above example, let's label the first equation as number 1 and the second equation as number 2. So taking equation 1 multiplied by 2, we will get this equation here, which is 2x plus 2y equals to 8, and label this equation number 3. And when we take equation 2 minus equation 3, we will be left with only one x term, which is x equals to negative 7. Finally, substitute into equation 1 and find the value of 11. Find the value of y, which is y equals to 4 minus negative 7, which is equals to 11. Now let's look at the second type of equations, which is the non-linear type. An example of a pair of linear equations would be this pair here, where you have an x squared and an xy term. This type of equations can only be solved by the substitution method only. So now let's illustrate the process of substitution with the above example. Using the above example, let's illustrate the process of substitution. As usual, let's label our equation as equation 1 and equation 2. So as the word substitution means, we will try to substitute one into another equation. So from equation 2, let's try to make x the subject by bringing 2y to the other side of the equation here, which will become 4 minus 2y. So let's substitute equation 3 into equation 1. So substitution from here, it would mean that in equation 1, every x term we would be replacing by 4 minus 2y. So replacing x by 4 minus 2y in equation 1, we will end up having this equation here. So we have 4 minus 2y bracket times y plus 4 minus 2y bracket squared equals to negative 24. So when we expand the left-hand side of the equation, this would be what we have here. We will have 4y minus 8y squared plus 16 minus 16y plus 4y squared. Simplifying the equation here, we would have 16 minus 12y minus 4y squared. And we can bring everything to one side of the equation so that our right hand side is equals to 0. This would allow us to factorize our quadratic equation here. We can reduce the above equation to the simplest form by dividing 4 throughout here, and we will have y squared plus 3y minus 10 equals to 0. Factorization would give us this form of equation here. So we would have y plus 5 times y minus 2 equals to 0. So now solving for y, therefore we would have y equals to negative 5 or y equals to 2. So now to get back the value of x here, we will need to substitute into equation 3. Equation 3 would be x equals to 4 minus 2y. So when y equals to negative 5, x would be equals to 4 minus 2 times negative 5, which would give us the value of 14. And when y equals to 2, x would be equals to 4 minus 2 times 2, which would give us the value of 0 here.